This is BBC World News, the headlines. A coup is underway in Sudan, where an army general has announced a state of emergency and the formation of a new government. The Prime Minister is under arrest and the country's information ministry has called on the Sudanese people to resist. The World Food Programme says Afghanistan is becoming the world's biggest humanitarian crisis, with reports that some families have resorted to selling babies in exchange for food. 1 million children are at risk of dying of hunger. A former high-ranking Saudi intelligence official has accused the country's de facto ruler, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, of plotting to assassinate him. Saad al-Jabri made the allegation in a wide-ranging interview with CBS. A BBC Panorama investigation has uncovered evidence that the world's largest soft drinks company may not be meeting the promises made in its 4-year plastics recycling programme. And they are your headlines.
Now on BBC World News, the latest business news from across the globe. World Business Report.
Hey, defying the pandemic. Yep, Europe's biggest bank, HSBC, doubles its profits after a strong showing in Asia. And the whistle keeps being blown, this time in the UK, as Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen gives evidence to MPs that could lead to social media regulation. Hey, hello everybody, I'm Aaron Heslehurst. Welcome to the World Business Report. Give me about 10 minutes and I'll try to give you a fascinating snapshot of all the latest in the world of business and money. Also coming up shortly, we have the latest on flying cars, we do. But let's start with HSBC, because Europe's biggest bank by assets has announced its results for the third quarter, for the last 3 months basically, and they showed that the bank had made a pre-tax profit of that $5.4 billion in that period, the periods between July and September, or to September I should say. HSBC also announced a share buyback of up to $2 billion. Now, despite having certainly a big presence in Europe, HSBC is certainly keen to tap into the growth of China's economy. Its CEO, Noel Quinn, says the bank is committed to investing that $6 billion into Asia. So what do the latest numbers tell us about the pivot of HSBC to China and, of course, developments on cost cutting? Let's go straight over to a familiar face and friend. Russ Mould is Investment Director at AJ Bell and joins us. Russ, always good to see you. Hey, Russ, let's start with the profits. Do we know where they came from? Because the last set of numbers, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the last set of numbers we had from the bank, those profits were mostly, I believe, Hong Kong and the UK.